you cannot create a culture of trust unless love and care is a big part of that culture. Because quite frankly, people don't, the people that think about your own life, the people that you trust the most are people that you believe love you and have your best interest at heart. How can you really fully trust someone if you don't think they care about you? I don't think you can. And I don't think you can create a culture of trust unless you simultaneously create a culture of love. Organizations are asking the question about how do we create more trust? But what they're really, when they ask that question, they're oftentimes asking, how do we get, it's a manipulative kind of question, how do we get the people that are working for the organization to trust more? And they need to put, when people ask that question, they need to turn the mirror around and ask the question, how can I trust the people that work for the organization more? Because in order to receive trust, you have to give trust. And the act of caring is fundamentally an act of trusting. And when people feel cared for, they naturally want to reciprocate that and to care back. And when people feel trusted, they want to reciprocate that, and they will trust back. So we end up trying to create a culture that allows human beings to express and share love. I think that's held back in traditional organizations because people are afraid that if they allow love to be in the workplace, that it will become an inefficient organization. They'll no longer be able to accomplish the goals. We have in our own metaphors and thinking about organizations, we kind of think about, well, we've got to be tough here. We've got to make the hard decisions. And there's really no place for love if you're always having to make these tough decisions. And when people say that, it really just reflects the lack of love integration in their own being. It's kind of a leadership failure that they have not been able to grow enough as human beings to let the whole self into the workplace. The whole self is a caring, feeling human being who's also highly competent and able to do the work and fulfill the goals. So we need both. But to create a high organization of trust, we need leadership that has self-actualized themselves to a level that they're very comfortable sharing love in the workplace, and they embody it. And we need to promote leadership who has self-actualized enough to be comfortable with sharing and expressing love and care. I think in the 21st century organization, you're not going to be able to create a high trust organization unless you're also willing to create a high love and care organization. They are linked at the very core and at the very essence.